Welcome back, my little munchkins of love. I don't know if munchkins is the right word. Oh, okay. My little dumplings? Yeah, okay. And if you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Turn on those notification bells. Ding dong, ding dong. So, I was minding my own business. That's a lie. I'm so damn nosy. And I came across a video by Obese to Beast, John. And he was talking about the one and only Jaclyn Hill. I haven't thought about Jaclyn Hill. I haven't looked up anything about Jaclyn Hill in a really long time. Not that I was really into the booty influences, the beauty influencers like that. I think I had a moment where I was really into Jeffree Star. But that went away really quickly with all the drama getting. Yeah, I think I maybe watched one or two videos by Manny, and then he kind of got on my nerves. Yeah, I've never been really into the influencers. I always felt that they were just like, they're all assholes. Like, yes, you're talented. Yes, you're good with makeup, but a lot of them are just like gross pricks. The last thing I saw on Jaclyn Hill was a doc by my favorite YouTuber, Not the Good Girl. Go check her out. I'll try to link the doc below. She's amazing. I'd like to start doing videos like she does on conspiracy theory. She does a lot of different influencers, a lot of church member people. She has one on Kenny Copeland, which was yeah, that guy's yeah, he's something else. So I wanted to check out this Jaclyn Hill video and react to it because I was watching it through Obese to Beast, John, and I had a couple I wanted to watch the whole thing with you guys and kind of react because a lot of stuff was the hell is she talking about? So let's take it away. I'm trying GPL1 for 3 months. Okay, good.
So much has changed the last 10 months.
Jesus Christ.
My life doesn't even really resemble or look the same at all, except for one thing. One thing still remains the same.
Okay. She looks so different.
A lot has changed in the last 10 months, almost everything.
Your face has changed tremendously. I will remember to put up some photos of her, how I remember her. Because I'm like, who is this? Who is this person? Do I know you? Have we met before? Jaclyn Hill. What happened? Just for anybody watching this right now, it's the title of this video is I tried GPL1 for 3 months. Semaglutide, Wegovy, Manjaro, those thingies, those interviews, those injectables that are supposed to help with weight loss. Before she gets started, I did watch a portion of this. Before she gets started, I think she looks amazing. I mean, her face looks totally different, but it's a good face. Money well spent, girl. And I think she looks, in terms of physical caliber, she looks amazing. I think she looks in shape. She looks beautiful, but she has her own demons to slay. Let's just say. So
has changed down to my style, the way I dress, the way I've chosen to decorate our home, my daily routine. I mean, even my face. Since you guys saw me last, I had all of my filler dissolved in my lips.
Oh, is that what it is?
Dissolved. It took 6 weeks to dissolve all of it, and then we completely started from scratch. I also had some filler put in my chin.
Are those braces? Those are some teeth. You got some teeth done. You got some teeth done. You went to Turkey.
I had Botox put in various places throughout my face. But let me tell you, I moved to California in April of 2024.
Oh.
We are now in January. And I have
didn't
not
even realize
lost
that.
1 pound since I moved here.
she lived in Orlando, right? I'm trying to remember. I know she lived in Florida. So she moved to California. She moved to LA. So she's the trifecta of real deal YouTuber. She's gonna start talking about weight. I'm gonna interject a lot. Obviously, weight's a touchy issue on this channel, okay? Let's just say that.
Oh my God, Marty. I have worked very hard the last 10 months, okay? I have done all different diets. I did keto for a minute. I did the animal-based diet. Now keep in mind that none of these diets I did long-term. I never made it more than 20 days on a diet because I would not even lose half a pound, and I would get so damn discouraged that
And this is one of the things that John Obese2B said, because I am not a fitness expert. You know, I'm on my own journey trying to lose weight. The amount of weight she's going to tell us that she wants to lose is like 10 or 15 pounds. It is not a lot of weight. And I do understand there are people out there that is like, ooh, I have this goal weight and I'm just not losing those last few pounds. And I sympathize with you. A lot of us are not in that place. I wish, but I'm not. So to see her be so obsessed with those last 10, 15 pounds and in a way that will push her to do medication is kind of, I don't know, scary is the right word, or just concerning, because it's like, girl, you look amazing. Like, what are you talking about? 10 pounds? Like, who's going to notice 10 pounds, girl? You look great. I'm sure, like, she shows herself, like, later when she does inject herself on screen, which is, you know, if you don't like that, I'll try to do something to make sure it's not on screen. And she looks great. I'm just so confused. I'm like, girl, you got a big old house. You got all this money. You do not need semaglutide. But I will say this. She's going to mention here somewhere, I don't know where, that people had already kind of accused her of using semaglutides. The GPL1, the GLP-1, sorry, GPL, prior to this, that she'd already used them. So I don't know. I know she tends to exaggerate. She tends to exaggerate a little bit. Where have I seen that before in girl world? She tends to exaggerate. She tends to not tell. She tells half truths. She's kind of a backstabby kind of bitch. There's tons of videos out there from people who said she's totally done them dirty. True or not, she already has kind of a reputation of not telling the whole truth. So I wonder, conspiracy theory, put on your foil hats. I wonder if she made this video saying she needed to lose these 15 pounds when in fact she's been doing these injectables. I keep wanting to say Lunchables. No, not Lunchables. These injectables, this semaglutide stuff already, and she's trying to like distract us. You comment down below. Let me know what you think, because as I'm watching this, and I've watched this twice, most of this, as I'm watching this, I got that tingling sensation. My spidey senses said to me, it just seems so strange to go on semaglutide for 15 pounds. And I find it really odd that a doctor would give a prescription of semaglutide for just 15 pounds, but she is in LA. So there's also that factor. So a lot of this has a lot of it's like Swiss cheese. It's got a lot of holes to it. So just watch it with me. I'm going to throw out some theories. Please comment down below. Let me know your theories, because I feel like we're missing some stuff. There's definitely a lot of missing elements to this story.
Forget it. I'm not doing this. I have bawled my eyes out so many times the last 10 months because I cannot lose weight. All the tricks that worked for me to lose the initial weight after I stopped drinking, literally out the window, left. Nothing has worked for me anymore. I have tried heavy lifting with walking 5 miles a day, getting my 10,000 steps in every single day. I've tried cutting out carbs. I tried the animal-based diet where I was literally eating a total of 12 foods, nothing but eggs and fruits and meat. For 2.5 weeks, didn't lose 1 pound, not a pound. My friends who tried that diet, did it for 2 weeks, lost 8 pounds, 9 pounds. Me, nothing, not a pound. I am at such a plateau, you guys. Marty is sitting right here on my lap. That's why you see the little pussycat tail. I know my body and I know how I should be losing weight. I am walking 10,000 steps a day. That's 5 miles a day.
Also, I want to point out, because even I recognize this as well. She is in her mid-30s. She's 34, mid-30s-ish. Shit, girl, your body's not the same as it was when you were 20. Like, it stops, you know, the things you did when you were in your 20s, now that you're in your 30s, this is where your body really starts to, like, be like, yeah, bitch, we're getting old. Not saying that 34 is old, but your body does not respond the way it used to. It doesn't bounce back like it used to. Like, I remember being like 22 and going out Thursday night with my buddies in college and drinking up a storm, taking a 2-hour nap, and then going to work at Starbucks for like an 8-hour shift and being hocked up on like super espressos and sweet treats, right? And then going home and sleeping that off and doing studying and doing whatever. And I was fine. Like, I would be fine. Like, sometimes I would leave work and I would be too hyper that I'd probably go out again. You know? Can I do that now? Absolutely not. The thought of having 2 hours of sleep is so disgusting to me. I am used to 7 to 8 hours of sleep, 7 to 9 hours, actually, of sleep, that the thought of having 2 hours of sleep and then going to work sounds like misery in a can. Like, no way. There's no way. So, keep in mind that she is getting older, and our bodies change. Like, from 20 to 30, it changes. And then from 30 to 40, whoo, totally different ballgame. So her talking about, like, different things and trying different things that used to work for her, not working, it's just your body. It's just your body, girl. And I think you look fine.
Plus, I'm doing Pilates. Plus, I'm integrating weightlifting 3 times a week.
Girl.
Plus, I'm not eating carbs. I should be losing at least a pound in 20 days. Like,
Also, I'm going to point this out, too. And maybe you guys are just like, what? She's got enough... No comment. She's got enough money to get lipo. A tummy tuck. Like, what is this video, right? Like, you'll see her house. You know she has a shit ton of money. What are you doing, Jaclyn Hill? Because it seems to me that this is a lipo or plastic surgery thing. Like, you've already gotten a shit ton of stuff done. She did the string stuff to lift up her forehead. And she's got injectables and God knows what else she's tried. So for me, I'm like, what is this about? Like 15 pounds, you're going to go on this drug? I don't know. This video is sketchy.
Sorry, something does not add up here. And people will be like,
yeah,
oh, well, it's because
exactly.
you're gaining muscle. No, I know my body, and this is not the way
Maybe
it works.
you don't know your body.
I got so sick, you guys. I had bronchitis, and the doctors here said that they think that I had pneumonia. I don't get it either, okay, you guys? But I was sick as a dog in December for 3 whole weeks.
That's not true. Why would a doctor say they think you had pneumonia? And see, this is what I'm talking about. All this shit is so, like, sketchy. Like, Jaclyn Hill, just come out and say you used something
miserable,
to get
barely
skinny.
ate because I was literally like on my deathbed. I couldn't even think about food. I was just miserable. I lost 1.5 pounds in 3 weeks. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I've known something is wrong. So I finally decided to get some blood work done. And long story short, I don't want to say anything too deep about this. I just don't want to cause any riffraff or anything. But I went through a series of doctors. The things I was getting offered, the medications I was getting offered, I was just like, no, you're not understanding me. You're not understanding what I want and what I need. So I ended up going back to a doctor in Tampa, whom I've always loved.
Interesting.
And for some reason, I didn't think that I could use her while I was in California. Like, I thought I had to find a California doctor. I don't know why. So I'm like, let me have her like deep dive into my blood work. So she did, and she found so many things, you guys. I just feel so validated because I have been saying for months and months and months, this is not normal.
So many things, but what? So many things, but she's gonna go on and say hormones, but I'm so over it already. It's hormones, okay? But you just said that you tried all the things for your body, and now it's hormone. Like, you're 34. Like, what are you talking about?
Semaglutides. We know that you're on peptides. We know that you're on Ozempic. It had like this gross, evil darkness to it, and I refused.
Because you're kind of a liar. This is the part where I want to smack her husband. Let's get to that part.
How this goes. Jordan just got here with In-N-Out. This is one of my favorite things about living in California now, actually, is In-N-Out. I order my In-N-Out burger, cheeseburger.
You see this shit? I can't lose a pound, but I'm gonna eat In-N-Out burgers. You dumb bitch. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Like, this is some bullshit. This is some shady shit. Maybe it's disordered eating, which we are not. This is not old hat for us here in Girl World, disordered eating. Maybe. I think this is to cover up that she's been using it already. You know? Maybe she has one meal a day now, and it's a burger. But, yeah.
Extra lettuce. You have to ask for extra lettuce because it makes it so crunchy. Chopped chilies and sauce. No tomato, no grilled onion. It is so effing good. In-N-Out burger with a side of Ozempic.
I was gonna say that's
This is my last supper.
I'm always pro whatever she wants to do in a supportive way. But the only thing that I'm excited for when it comes to the Ozempic is that her appetite is gonna be killed, so it's gonna be extra food for me to eat anytime we go out.
Shut the fuck up, Jordan. You're a fucking douchebag. I'm gonna definitely post that doc that Not the Good Girl did, because this dude is a fucking failure of a human. Like, the fuck? Who says that? Your wife is suffering from disordered eating, and you're like, I'm so excited because I get to eat more food now because she's gonna starve herself. You're a dick. You're a fucking dick.
Social distance himself from my hangry ass. And I'm really hoping that doing these semaglutides will help me just completely restart my relationship with food in general, because I know I need it. I feel like I failed to mention in my intro that I will also be incorporating dieting and exercising along with.
No shit, Jacqueline, we know. We fucking know. I don't know what this video is. I'm really I feel like I'm getting gaslit by her. Like, she's all like, I can't lose these 5 pounds, so watch me eat this In-N-Out burger, and my husband's gonna make a really gross comment about me not eating. Like, what is this? Like, is this your way to kind of, like, I don't know, like, I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. Let's get a little bit forward. Let's see. So she loses like 14 pounds.
Because he eats so much. Okay, you guys, this is now my 4th injection. So it's been 10 days since my first injection. I weighed myself this morning and I lost 1 pound in 10 days.
There's like no fat on her. Like, I'm sorry, but does she need to lose 15 pounds? Maybe in her brain she does, but I'm like, she looks fine. Also, I will say this. I've had friends who've used I get the semaglutide, the GLP-1 confused. I believe the GLP-1 is like a less component of the anyway, the injectables. Let's just call them injectables. I've had friends who have done this, and they look like they don't look okay. Not to say that everybody is going to look terrible. I've seen some people who look amazing. They've lost their weight. They've really worked on their fitness. If you're going to do these things, you have to work on your diet and fitness, because you are eating less. And you have to make sure that the meals you do consume have enough nutrients in it. And you also want to look like your skin's going to start to sag, so you want to keep your skin tight. I've had a few friends who have not done that. And continue eating the way they've been eating, and they look terrible. Like, it's the same when everybody was getting the gastric sleeve, because it's the same thing. You're basically starving your body. You're trying to eat smaller portions, but the problem is, I'm sure that the doctors offer like a diet that will give you more nutrients, but I feel like people don't follow it. They just think it's a quick fix, and they end up looking so like hollowed out. Or like I like to say with people who do these injectables, they look melted. Like I saw a friend of mine, she just looked melted. Like her skin is just, I'm like, oh my goodness. And then in her case, 15 pounds, like, girl, like, where are you gonna get it from? Your big head? Like, I'm so confused.
Which is like nothing, in my opinion, because I fluctuate a couple pounds all the time. 1, 2, 3. I texted my doctor today because I low-key felt discouraged, and I was like, hey, I'm on day 10 and I've lost 1 pound. And she's like, this is normal. We're doing it like this because I don't want you to get nauseous. I don't want you to feel sick. 1 pound in 10 days. Testing my patience. I am going to inject this peptide for the first time. First,
why are you doing it in the same place?
Injection of...
I'm sorry. Can you just... Is it just on your stomach, guys? Because I would think, like, your thigh, your other side of your stomach. Not your arm, obviously. But, like, maybe your butt. But I guess you can't show that. There's my answer. But you could do the other side of your stomach.
Peptides done. Come on! Okay, I feel like I owe you guys a very big update because I've just been kind of like sloppily recording my journey with Ozempic the last month, if you will. I am not technically on Ozempic. I am on peptides, which is kind of like a form of Ozempic, but I'm referring to it as Ozempic for you guys because that's what I feel like the majority of the world knows it as. So that being said, I was microdosing a semaglutide twice a week, right? Meaning like what normal people would inject with on.
Twice a week? I thought it was once a week. See, this is what I'm talking about. All this whole story, this whole shenanigans just doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's fast forward to somewhere else.
Did almost 24/7, and I don't have an appetite, and certain things really gross me out. Even certain smells gross me out, but it's working, it's temporary, and I'm finally gonna reach my goals, and that's what I care about. Ozempic update. It's been 1 month exactly, right? I think 1 month exactly, and I've lost 14 pounds. I am so happy. Yesterday,
that's not healthy. I know in my big melon head, that can't be healthy. Like the most you're supposed to lose is like 4 pounds a month, right? Maybe 8. I mean, if you're morbidly obese, like super fat, like our girls, like I feel like 10 pounds is 10 pounds and up. You could probably lose like 30 pounds if it's all like, if you just stop eating, like, and you're that big. But her, she's not that big. And she lost 14 pounds in a month? That sounds bad. That sounds bad.
My first moment where I was getting changed and I was like, whoa. Like I actually see the difference in my weight loss. I feel like the first 8, 9 pounds or so, I know this might sound weird, but I feel like it was almost water weight because I was like, damn, the scale is drastically changing, but I don't look different, which is weird. I was talking to my mom just about like this experience in general and how the weight loss looks different on my body than it does when I do things completely naturally. Like if I just diet and work out and exercise, like when I lost the 40 pounds on my own naturally, my body lost it in a different way than it is now. Like my butt is getting flatter and I'm like, hello? Like my butt's never gotten flatter before from weight loss. I swear to God, I'm losing my ass and my tits right now. Like that's it. Loss, and I'm just being real about it. I don't like it. There's also side effects that I'm not enjoying. I have mild dizziness. I'm kind of out of breath at times. Yeah, because like if I turn my head really fast, I'll get dizzy. I didn't even realize that that was like a side effect of this. And then I talked to my doctor and these are all very common side effects of the GLP-1 that I'm on. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just can't wait to get off of it. I'm gonna go in and get blood work this upcoming week. So we're gonna like retest everything and see as far as if I should lower my dose, up my dose, and just kind of look at everything going on internally. I don't know how people stay on this long term. Like this is kind of step 1 is dealing with the inflammation and getting on a GLP-1, but it's just.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not, my thing is, if you're gonna get on a drug, like these injectables, I hate to use the word injectables, but we're going to use injectables because I don't know the difference between semaglutide and GLP-1s. it's good to ask as many questions as possible because it is changing the components in your body in a sense. I personally have been offered this because I have to lose 60 pounds, right? To get to a normalish weight. So I've been offered this a couple of times by my general doctor as well as my nutritionist and the nurse practitioner. My insurance doesn't cover it, and I don't feel like paying that much money for this drug. So that's been point number one. Point number two, if I had the money, I don't think I would do it because it just sounds like there's a lot of issues. Like my one friend who is doing fantastic on this. She's doing really great. She does not take this dosage every week. She does it every other week. And it's been minimized as she's gotten closer to her goal. When she first did it, she did it every week, but then she noticed that her muscle tone, she was losing muscle and fat because it was so rapid. And that's with any like kind of system or diet that cuts down your appetite. I feel like, my opinion. So I've asked so many questions because at first I was like, yeah, I'm gung ho because my friend looks amazing. But then I started talking to her about it, and she's like, there's a lot of things you have to consider. I think it'd be great for you, but this is what's gonna happen. And she told me about like nausea and like dizziness and things like that. And she's like, you have to be really on top of your fitness because you're gonna lose muscle and the fat, or the weight, I should say, not the fat. I mean, can you lose? Yeah, I guess you can lose fat. I don't know. But you got to be really on top of your fitness and what you eat because you need to get your nutrients in because you're eating less. And that for me, I was glad she was honest with me about it because she does look great. And she's like, I think you should do it, but you should really be on top of those things. She's like, you should start. She started doing weights and muscle training to keep toned. And she's like, and you will lose your ass and your boobs. And in my case, I can do with losing my boobs. I have giant boobs. I have circus boobs. So it was really good to hear her. I think for me right now, I really haven't found my groove in terms of like fitness. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still trying to figure out before the pandemic, I had kind of a groove, and now I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back to doing that. I want to do something different. So I'm still figuring out what I want to do in terms of fitness. In terms of eating, I still have very much, to be honest, disordered eating in a sense that, I sometimes binge on stuff. And I know that on these things, you can't binge. And the binging comes from emotional eating. So I'm working through those things, Would I say never to these injectables? No, not never. But it's something that I need to really consider. Even if I, let's say at 60 pounds, I wouldn't get a gastric sleeve. My brother did. My brother was overweight by 100 or in plus pounds, so he got gastric sleeve. But for 60 pounds, it would probably be an injectable. All that to say that this woman, this beautiful, in-shape woman, has the money and the resources to really ask as many questions as possible instead of just jumping into it. So I sympathize with her in the sense that, losing weight is a bitch, especially as you get older. But also, I would feel like, or I would hope that she would have asked more questions prior to doing this. But it seems like people don't. And that's okay. To each his own. I am not into having medications. I actually got off my antidepressants a couple months ago because I gained a lot of weight from that too. And I didn't like the way I felt on them. And I wanted to try something else, maybe more, therapy instead of taking medications. But that's just me. That's my body. Other people need it to function day to day. And that's okay. We all are different. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm being anti-medicine, anti-pharmacy. I am not like that. I'm vaccinated. I vaccinate your kids, please. The measles are a thing apparently now. So I think that this thing with I was about to call her foodie. Oh my god, Jaclyn Hill. I had to look with Jaclyn. She doesn't even look the same anymore, right? This thing with Jaclyn is very much an eye-opener because she does have the notoriety. She does have the money, but still she's suffering like anybody else from side effects and other things. She also has her own body dysmorphia, obviously. And yeah, there's a lot going on. Maybe I'll play a little
bit. What my goal weight was. She was like, okay, we can easily get you there, right? So I'm now officially there. I've officially reached my goal weight. But are you ready to hear the craziest thing? I am officially the exact same weight that I was when I launched my lipsticks. But when I launched my lipsticks, I was 2 pant size smaller. I was wearing smalls and extra smalls. I'm wearing like a small and a medium right now. Medium in the majority of things, smalls in some things. But my blood work still shows so much inflammation in my body. The reason that I finally got on it wasn't for my blood work. It was for vanity reasons. It's because I just wanted to lose weight, right? But she was so happy because she's like, and internally you need this. But it's just so crazy how fat cells work, just my inflammation, my cortisol, it's just all so out of whack still.
I feel like those are buzzwords. A lot of this stuff is buzzwords. I am not a nutritionist, obviously, but it's just like so much buzzwords, so much like points she's making that are like I said at the beginning, it feels like this is some sort of setup, this gaslighting something, because I don't understand why she wanted to, like, why she would go towards drugs, like the injectables, to lose 10 to 15 pounds. I feel like the only people I've seen in my life, and I'm in New York, so I see all sorts of people that would use GLP-1s are people who need a significant amount of weight loss. Obviously, in Hollywood, people are using it just to lose a couple of pounds here and there, but it's just so dangerous, you know? I don't know. I feel like, you know, I hope that Jaclyn's okay. I don't want to, you know, I think she's a little sketchy sometimes. I mean, lipstick cake, come on. But I don't wish any ill will towards her. I hope she figures out whatever is bothering her, because, you know, I have my thing, she has her thing, and I hope that, I don't know, I hope that she's okay. And like she's talking about it, she was like, I'm the same weight as I was when I launched my lipsticks, but now I'm just a small medium because fat distributes differently. Happens. It happens. It totally happens. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you are a fan of Jaclyn, if you're not a fan of Jaclyn. I know that it's been a minute. I wasn't expecting myself to talk about, react to a video by Jaclyn Hill, but here we are. I thought it was important. She looks really pretty right now, like right there. She looks great. I think she looks great. Those teeth, man. She's got some piano teeth. Wow, she really has the LA makeover going on. Wow, girl. Ugh. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment like you always do. And until next time, stay sassy.